Well, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 25th through 31st. We're going to do each individual sign, Aries through Pisces. I'm actually going to start with Pisces today. Look at us. So, Pisces, let's start with you first. Pisces, 25th through 31st. I'm going to take all of these strengths, sensitivity, strength, connections, and kinship. You're connecting to someone. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. You are ready to move forward on something. If you're not, it's time. It's one of those things where you may have been blocked off before or been through things before, and it's time to open up. Okay. So it's time to open up to something, a partnership, a commitment, a sharing of self is what it feels like to me. Okay. Um, so it goes from looking for, you know what this almost feels like? It goes from looking for someone to finding someone. That's what it is. It's like, I'm not looking anymore. Now we're working on partnership. Now we're working on connection. Now we're working on creating a community or creating a partnership. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Okay, let's start with there. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so you may have been stuck, like almost not knowing if you should move forward on something, but it's almost like you're being inspired by something you found. Okay, it's almost like an epiphany. It feels like why not? Why is this not it? It's almost one of those things where you're looking for something stable, something real, and you found it. Also, you could be dealing with a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is like maybe you weren't sure how a person felt or how, like you weren't sure what was going on here, but I feel like the fire's already burning. It's one of those things. It's like the fire's burning, kind of like, why can't you see? You may not be able to read this person very well, to be honest, because it kind of feels that way. Yeah, it does. You may be dealing with a person that holds their feelings in a lot, or it could be you holding in your feelings. But I feel like something is here. Something is here. Something is brewing. Okay. Oh, something is brewing. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, Pisces. It feels like something is here. Someone is here. Like this is a significant something, someone, friend, whatever in your life. Okay. Um, Someone is confused. It may be you or the other person that is confused. And because of that, it kind of feels frivolous is the word that I want to use. I feel like you have to create a routine with each other. This is one of those relationships. I'm going to tell you how I see it. It's one of those relationships where getting to know each other may be kind of awkward or kind of weird. But once you start doing the normal daily stuff, like how you are going to be together, like every day, it'll be great. It'll be fine. I feel like it's the getting there part that's weird. You're more compatible on a earthly, tangible, everyday kind of level than the spur of the moment type of level. Okay, which this gives me a long term type of feeling because of that. Okay, so right now you got to get past the sometimes we're like, oh, I want passion and I want this, but then it fizzles out and then you're back to where you were. This feels more stable for the long term. So let me get you some advice because I feel like we need advice here. Yeah. Try to not be judgmental is what I'm seeing here. Try to not be so judgmental of the situation. Okay. I feel like I said, right now, things are a little bit out of whack, or they don't feel as harmonious because you're not in the tangible part. So at the beginning of relationships or getting to know people, you kind of are gauging. Everyone's testing, everyone's trying to see what's going on. And because of that, it kind of feels like you can't sum it up almost. Like you can't sum things up, or you don't know. It's not being completely confident in what's going on yet. I will say that. It's almost like it feels so comfortable that you're trying to figure out what the underlying intentions are. That's what it feels like. But really what it is just happiness. It's just happiness. It's contentment. It's like fulfillment. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there, Pisces. That's fantastic for you. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you, 25th through 31st. We have mindfulness, prophets, and ancient seers. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like you had some intentions for your actions. Okay. Like you're doing something to get a certain result. I feel like you can drift off a little bit because it's not happening just the way you saw it happening. But if you stick with it, what you expected to happen will happen. Okay. That's what I'll say. It's like you're making progress even if you can't see it. Okay. The perspective for you is to stay mindful in the present and grounded right now. Okay. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel in the they're saying like I wasn't too keen on that. That's what I'm hearing. So there were some things that you weren't too keen on. Okay. Like you maybe had grudges, or you were bitter, or you had your guard up about something because it's like you predicted something was going to happen. I feel like you've opened up since then a lot. Like you have gained a new perspective on things. And it's weird that I say that with the Ace of Swords, but it feels that way. It's like you're seeing like the old way wasn't sufficient. It wasn't getting you what you wanted. It wasn't giving you clarity. It wasn't helping you. And now you've decided to take this new route. The problem is it almost feels like you're not in control, or you don't know what's going to happen. It could be that it's almost like red flags are coming up at you because you don't know what's happening. So you're starting to like fall into not despair, but that feeling of, I thought I knew what was going on, but maybe I don't know. Okay. And this week, you need to just keep going. Okay. It's almost like someone is realizing, someone is catching on, something is catching on. You may not see it, but it is. See, yeah, you're getting somebody's wheels turning. Someone is gaining momentum or ambition to keep doing this thing with you. Okay. If this is work or career, if you're working towards some sort of goal, it's almost like people see you, people see the work and effort that you're putting in. It's paying off. Your work is paying off, but you have to continue doing it. So don't get lazy. Don't get disinterested, Don't try to rush things. It's like enjoy the moment. You're putting in the work in this new perspective, but you are definitely creating something. Okay. So let's see what your advice is, Aquarius. 2 cards. Yeah, unconventional route. Some of you may have gotten a divorce. For those of you who have gotten a divorce, I don't know why I'm getting this message. It's like this person may not be working with you, and I feel like that's because they don't want it, okay? But you already know that this is the best thing for you, so you need to put the work in to continue with the divorce. I feel like it's slowly getting into their head that there's a reason for it because it just wasn't working on a practical level. They'll understand it. I'm not going to say quickly, but if you stick with your guns, it will eventually catch on. Not to say that they won't be angry, because I feel a little bit like deception or thinking like, oh, well, I married this person. I thought we would be married forever, you know, that type of thing. But anyhow, you're on an unconventional route, which is not the normal route that you usually take. Don't be afraid. Don't start conforming. Do things your own way, okay? Because it does feel like it's hard because it seems like it's not working for you, you know, or someone isn't working with you. But the thing is, you have to keep your vision. That's what I'm going to say. You have to keep your vision and be a leader in your own life and what it is that you need, because you are coming up on something. You are making a difference. You are making it happen. Okay? All right. I love you, Aquarius. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you. July 25th through 31st. Capricorn. Strength, sensitivity and strength, soulful appreciation, and the angel of 7 chakras. You have something to be thankful for, Capricorn, this week. Okay? I feel like you've opened yourself up a lot, even though you still feel kind of closed off. But I feel like that's just, I want to say the word fortitude. Okay? Because I feel like you're smart about your actions and the decisions that you take. So you're not a person that just jumps into things. Okay? So I feel like something is coming along and it's emotional. It feels very soft. It doesn't feel like, oh, I have to deal with this or something's going to happen. Like if you have an unexpected bill that comes in, you're like, okay, I got to take care of this because if I don't, this and this and this will happen. Okay. This is more like someone is trying to, hypothetically, this is what I see. Someone taking your hand and they're like, come with me and I can love you. And you're like, let me think about it, you know, because it doesn't feel like it needs your immediate reaction. I feel like that's why it's giving you a little standoffish vibes almost. But I feel like the more that you spend time with this person, or the more you spend time with this idea, but I kind of feel like it's a person, the more that you start to see the importance of like balancing needs and wants. You know, it's like learning how to get a work-life balance. Learning that love and connection is important as well, but learning how to do the balance more. So it's maintainable. Okay. It's like you're going to learn this week, Capricorn, that there's importance in connecting with others. You know, it's not like working brings you money and you know that that's tangible, right? This is like opening yourself up to others brings you love and emotional fulfillment. You know, you're learning things like that. Like how important emotional connection is. That's what I see, okay? So, let's see. I feel like the reason why it's so hard for you, to be completely honest, is because you've kind of been in your own little world. I feel like you've been doing your own thing, kind of like being a workaholic or being stuck in your routine. And That's why it's so hard for you to open up because of this. But I will say this. It feels like it's happening really fast to you. Like there's some determination on the other side. Okay. So I feel like this could be someone that you've forgiven in the past, like something may have happened in its own way, whatever that resonates to you, however that does. But I feel like things are happening really fast, and you're trying to catch up. Like, let's say something happened to you, I don't know, when you were a child, and okay, here's a good example. Let's say you were homeschooled. And high school, you decided to go to a public or, like a populated school. And you get there and you're like, oh my God, I just realized I don't know how to make friends. I'm not really good at interpersonal communication, and you have to learn really quick. That's what this is like. So this is like not having something for a long time, like love or connection, because you've kind of been stuck in the work cycle. And then you have to do that. And you're like, wait. I got to do this. So I feel like that resilience that you have picked up just from working hard or being by yourself, you're learning how to catch up to like the human condition. Okay. So you need to be patient with yourself and with others during this time. And I know I'm saying a lot, Capricorn. I'm aware. Okay. But it's really good for you to learn this. You need to learn moderation. You need to learn patience. You need to learn looking at both sides of things, reestablishing boundaries, all of that. But I will say this before I get to your advice, okay? Know that there are reactions to every action, okay? I know that sounds simple, and I know you're like, oh, duh. But no, I need you to understand what you choose to say or do is going to have a reaction from someone else. Okay. That's important. Bottom line, keep that in mind this week. Okay. That my actions have a follow up, follow up actions. What is the word? It's actions. Consequences. Yeah, it has consequences. Everything you do has a consequence. I feel like there's a better way I can say that. I'm going to be thinking about it. I don't know. I can't think. Okay. Well, let's get some advice for you, Capricorn. That was quick, huh? Yeah. You need to remember that you're starting a new journey in life, okay? You're starting a new journey. Know that love and what it is you're going in involves a level of passion and creation and willpower, like in that realm. So it's very unstable. It's not like work where you do this, and this comes out of it. There are going to be times where it doesn't make sense, where it doesn't follow the rules, where it ebb and flows. So it's going to be hard to kind of hone in on it. That's just something to remember. And also remember that all the knowledge that you have gained up to now may help you, but it doesn't have all the answers. So you have to be open to new possibilities and new directions so you don't get lost, okay? And don't shut down is the biggest thing as well. I feel like you need to be in control of your emotions and learn constructive ways to share your emotions and to communicate your emotions. So be open to using your emotions. You're dealing with someone who uses their emotions, and you need to use your emotions. Okay. Know that people have different ways of communicating in love, different love languages. So this person is they speak more with emotions than words. And you speak more with words. I mean, yours is actions and words too, typically with a Capricorn. But yeah, it's like I said this, so I meant it, right? And they're like, I felt this, so I know it's real. I hope that makes sense to you. So I love you. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for you. July 25th through 31st. Oh, that was quick, huh? Family tree, talent guides, and past life guide. Wow. Sagittarius, you have it's not spiritual this week. Okay? That's how I'm gonna say it. It's not a very spiritual week. This is you're looking to connect more with family. You're looking more to connect with family this week. That's what I see. I feel like almost there's something about your family or your friends or whatever friend group you have that's like family. It could be that. It's kind of rejuvenating for you. So sometimes you spend time away from your family because you're on a bad wavelength. Like sometimes you're like, I just can't deal with them right now. They're being all crazy. People asking me to borrow money. There's lies. You just need a break. I feel like this is a time where you want to connect back with your family. That's what I'm going to say. Let's get into the cards some more. Because I feel like there's a reason. There's almost a reason here for it, too. Like, maybe you want to get all your family together so y'all can have, like, a normal conversation, something like that. Yeah, I feel like you have some sort of idea or inspiration, like maybe a holiday or an idea, or you just have in your mind, like, I just want to see my family. It's time to see them. It's time to see my friend group. It's time to spend time together. And I feel like you're trying to gather everyone up to do that, to come together, to have some sort of uh, I don't know, just like a get together, or maybe just talk to everybody, have everybody in the same room, like a like-minded situation where everybody can just kind of get together, right? I'm laughing because I think when you start, because right now it's like it starts off in that idea phase, Sagittarius, where you're like, oh, this will be great. It'll all come together. I'll make it work. And then you start to realize when you're calling everybody and trying to put this together, the reason why you haven't done this, or the reason why you were kind of staying away, or you were kind of being avoided before. Okay, I totally see that. And you're like, oh, this is so hard. Yeah. You see the reason why you walked away or stopped doing this in the first place. So I do still feel like you try to do whatever it is, like trying to get some sort of balance or some sort of flow or kind of put everybody together. But I feel like people just have their own things, like they're working or they're out of town or they live away, or, it's hard to get everybody together. But I feel like you're still trying. It's like you're still trying to do it, but you feel kind of stuck. Like, you know, like you don't know how to get everybody together. It could be that you're trying to go on a trip or something. It's like you're trying to make something happen that you feel will be life changing for the family, for the friend group. But it's really hard to get everybody together. And the story literally stops there. So let's see what your advice is. Your heart is in the right place. I'll say that. Okay. Your heart is definitely in the right place. Don't get mad. Understand that everybody, they have their own life now, or everybody may have stuff to do. I don't feel like you need to get mad. I don't feel like you need to be obsessed with the flaws in the plan. I feel like your heart is just in the right place. Nothing's the matter with what it is that you're doing. I'm going to say that to you now. It's a really good idea. It's just that you need to accept that maybe it's not going to come together the way that you wanted it to. But other than that, it looks really, really good. Okay. That's it, Sagittarius. That was a real simple and easy one, wasn't it? I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, 25th through 31st. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay. You're starting to see a clear way of getting something that you want, okay? Also, if you were confused about something, like if you were the one creating the conflict in your mind, like being scared of something or trying to overly understand the situation or complicate it in any way, I feel like that's over this week, right? This is one of these weeks where you're just like, you know what? I mean, for the most part, when I look at it, everything's great. That's where I feel like you are right now. It's like you're just enjoying what it is that you have, seeing the abundance, feeling the abundance of what it is that you have, or what it is that you have accomplished, and what it is that you can create by just kind of going with the flow. It's like you're enjoying what it is that you have now, okay, instead of looking for what you can do to change it or what could be better. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like you were so worried. This looks like I was so worried about breaking up with somebody, or something not working out, or this not being what I want it to be. Like you were so into that. And most of that had to do with because you want to hold on to something so much. But I feel like you see that it was creating some sort of negative energy around the situation. So you let it go. Like this is the week that you let it go and just enjoy how it is. Like some things aren't perfect. Some things don't fit 100%, and that's okay. It's like I can't make everything go back to the way it was, but I can get things balanced how it is now. So you're taking inventory of what it is that you have now and taking that with you into the future, instead of trying to create some sort of scenario of how things should be based on an old thought. Okay. I feel like it makes you more aware this week of what it is that you do have. And you're going to feel more calm and healing and safe in the situation that you're in, which is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I love that. I love that sense of clarity for you. Okay. Scorpio, you have the quickest reading this week, and it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love this for you. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading for July 25th through 31st. Let's see what we got for you, Libra. Okay. You're not going to like this. I can already tell. Okay. Here's the thing. You've sat too long in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight with you. It's time to move on. It's time to accept the new beginning. Okay. This is one of those energies where you've been sitting in it trying to figure out what to do or make the right decision. And because of that, you haven't done anything. So it's time to move on. This is like the proverbial slap in the face from your spirit guides. Like, wake up, okay? It's done. I'm just it's done. Because this talks about new beginnings and new energy. Okay, the old stuff is done. We're moving on. There's no need of you to keep thinking about it. Like the process has. I mean, that part of you has. It's gone. Okay. Um, some of you need to move. Some of you need to. It's more about changing a location, like changing a mindset, changing a situation, moving on from something. So some of you may be moving physically. Some of you may be quitting a job. Some of you may be taking new opportunities to do something in another department or elsewhere. That's what this is about. This is like another person, another department, another situation. This is elsewhere than where you are now. I feel like the more that you start thinking, the more that you start moving forward, the more of like this fear of unknown creeps up in you. But you need to replace that with excitement about something new, right? It's like you're creating balance in your life by doing this. And all that other like emotional rigmarole about leaving behind something that felt like um, you needed to endure it like it was your forever, but it's really not. It's just like you got comfortable doing something. It's like you're leaving that comfortability behind, and it's going to bring up emotions that you don't like. It may make you angry, it may make you agitated or whatever, but it's like you need to get past it so you can move forward, Libra. Okay, so let's see. You always get these kind of readings from me. It's because you think a lot. And when you think a lot, you get in that headspace, and Spirit's always like, tell Libra what I'm saying. Tell him what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. You've definitely been putting on a lot of responsibility to yourself that you don't even need. You don't even need the responsibility. Okay. But there's something about you holding on to something or holding on to things for the last minute. The problem is you're holding on right at the end when you should let it go, and it makes it even more heavier. Okay. Keep in mind, like, I don't know, you're lifting weights or you're deadlifting, and right when you're supposed to drop it, you just keep holding on to it, and now your body is like quivering and you're like lowering because it's so heavy and you're so tired. That's what this is. And it's like, why don't you just let it go? And you're like, but what if I drop it on my foot or something? That's what it feels like to me. But it's just time to let it go. You're stopping a rebirth from coming in for yourself, and that's what you need. It's like this is destined to happen, and that's why it's getting so heavy, and that's why it's taking away all of your energy, and you're feeling agitated, and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, and all these things, because it's time to move on from it. It's time. It's been time, actually, right? You have three major arcanas in a line here. You have the Death, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Priestess. Okay? That's because it's been time. You've seen lots of signs and synchronicities, lots of indications that it has been time. But some of you are choosing to, it's like your intuition is telling you, but you're like, but what if it's telling me this instead? It's almost like it's working against you. You're not listening to your intuition. You're kind of trying to interpret it in your own way, which is stopping the change from coming in because you won't like mourn the past or accept the change. Okay. So, yeah. For a lot of you, this is manifesting as you not being able to move forward. Okay. It seems like there's so many frustrations and challenges in you trying to accomplish new things. Okay. Within this bubble that you choose to leave. So the moment that you leave the bubble, I feel like all of this will turn around for you. But right now, it's not going to. And that's because It's because your spirit guides in the universe want you to see that there's something that needs to be rectified. So they're not going to give you what you want yet, okay, until you make the steps you need to make. That's basically what it is, okay? And it's really manifesting as things that you are trying to manifest. I would say building long-term relationships and probably money and career, okay? Also, those of you with earth signs, I feel like if you're dealing with the earth sign, they don't, how can I say this? They've moved on from you. Okay? I'm going to say that. For those of you dealing with fire signs, you know this person is too much work. You know they are. It's time to let them go. I can see. I'm laughing because I see it. It's like you're trying to, not even that you're trying to hold on to them. They may even be trying to hold on to you. But it's like, let's be real. It's too much. I can see that it's too much. And it doesn't go anywhere. It's just always frustration and obstacles, even if you try. And the earth sign just is kind of ignoring you at this point. And I feel like that's because they feel like, what I'm hearing like you can't move on. I don't know what that means. It's like you don't know how to either let things go or move on from a person, or they don't feel like you would be mature enough for them, maybe, or something like that. But it has nothing to do with you. It's just the way that they view it. Okay? Well, anyway, I feel like I've been talking to you forever, Libra, but I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly update, July 25th through 31st. Let's see what we got for you. Ooh, what's going on? I feel like you got a couple of stories in here. Okay. If you were feeling stuck last week, or kind of like confused, or kind of in some sort of headspace, you're definitely coming out of it by the end of this week. Some kind of karmic cycle is over for you. Okay. It's like you've been working on something, or confused, or like you had to get through something. But it's almost like you had to figure out who you are. Not what the rules are, not what you think you should do, not what the best answer to the situation is, but it's like, what do I want to do? What do I feel is the best way for me to go? Okay. Once you figured that out and took that initiative, or got that clarity, that's when things are going to change for you this week. Okay. So I feel like moving forward is going to be a little difficult because, how can I say this? It's like there's an adjustment period. Okay. But I feel like it completes karma. Like there's a karmic ending for you here. Like you're done with some sort of karma that you were dealing with. Like it's over. It's like you just have to know that you can heal yourself. Like this is like another person's actions or something bad happening to you does not dictate your life. This is like knowing that you can heal yourself. You, your spirit guides, yourself, you can do this. And once you realize that and start taking those steps, it closes out a karmic cycle for you. Yeah, everything just starts to move forward towards a new beginning, right? But don't be afraid. It's like, don't be afraid of what could possibly happen in the future. It's more like just enjoy what you're gaining now, like the expansion that you're creating in your life now. Okay. Like don't bring that karmic energy back up. Like it's over, it's done. Just think of it that way. Okay. Yeah, this is like being stuck in the past. Definitely being stuck or trapped in the past, and realizing that because of that, things haven't really been progressing forward in the way that you want, right? But this week you have like, it's like you have an offer or something in front of you, and you have to take it. Not have to, but it's a good idea for you to take it. It really is a testimony to your strength and your resilience. That's what it is, right? Are you going to not do it because you feel like you can't handle it, or are you going to do it because you know it's a good opportunity for it? It's a chance for you almost to show how strong you are and how resilient you are and what you can overcome by believing in yourself. You know, it does make you feel a little bit vulnerable, but I feel like it's still good for you. You know, it shows how strong you are, and because of this, I feel like things work out in your favor because of this. It definitely, definitely feels to me, Virgo, like a balance of karma because you've done this. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's I feel like you were scared to be spontaneous or scared to make plans involving this new energy. Um, but once you realize how powerful you are and what you can, your own inner strength, I feel like it's okay for you to do it after you realize that. And once you do it, you get it off of your mind, because it's like, okay, I finally did it. Now I just got to go with what's going on. And it feels like it's the best thing to do. It actually is the best choice when you take away the fear and the vulnerability and the insecurities. It is the best choice for you. Okay. It just feels to me like you haven't given it its real opportunity yet. Okay. So do that this week. Let's see what your advice is. Yes. This is a week of rebirth. Look at that. Look at the This is a week of rebirth. After a time where you felt like you weren't being, like maybe you had low confidence in what it is you're doing, or that people didn't see your value, or that you weren't being paid attention to, or you felt like you deserved more. This is a week where you can start to gain that back. Okay. This is your chance to lean into change so you can start nurturing yourself. It's like once you start leaning into change, things start growing naturally. Like the natural occurrence of things start happening for you. Okay. I love this. And I love you, Virgo. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly update, July 25th through 31st. Let's see what we have for you, Leo. Oh, 3 cards. I've been getting this one a lot today. So we have sensitivity, strength, thought vibrations, and prosperity. Okay. Okay, this week is about you opening up, okay? You got to open up. The way they're saying it to me is kind of like being standoffish about some sort of idea. But the problem is some sort of idea or new way of doing things. But I feel like it's literally the best route, okay? But you're standoffish about it. I don't know why yet. Because the way that it looks is it's a way for you to move forward. It's a way for you to get out of a situation that doesn't have any direction. Okay. But it's like you're thinking about it. You're trying to resonate with it. You're trying to process it because you kind of don't want to do it. I will say this though. It's a really good step for manifestation for you. Okay. They're not telling me what it is specifically. And I feel like that's because Leo, it's different for different people. Okay. And they're talking about your reading for some reason. Your general reading may click to you later. It's going to click to you later, not right now. Because I'm going to tell you this energy right now is like they're prepping you for a decision that you're going to have to make. I think right now you're not going to know the decision. You're not even going to understand. This is a prep for it. This is more showing you, Leo, that you're a little bit too headstrong about something. Okay? And you need to be more receptive to energy. So when it comes down to you having to make a decision, probably in August, you'll be open enough to make it. Okay? Okay. But one thing I will say is it is going to help with the stability and structure in your life, like your foundations. Okay? It's important in that aspect. So you're going to have to think, this is going to be good for me in the long term. Okay? So that's why I have to make the decision. It's like you see what you need. You feel it, you see it, and then you have to do it. It's that process, okay? Kind of like you feel something's going on, you realize it, you think about it, and then you have to make the decision later, okay? All right. Because I don't feel like it right now. I just feel like you got the vibe about something right now. You may be trying to ignore it because it doesn't feel prominent is the word I want to use enough to deal with it right now. Okay. All right. Because it may just be an intuitive feeling. Yeah, you got a lot of cups cards. It's probably just an intuitive feeling that you have. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. The Hangman. Change your perspective. What am I saying? Right? It's like it's time for you to release something. Like if you've been stalling, it's time to not stall anymore. Okay? It's like surrender to that new perspective for your own good. Okay? All right. So, you've been working on something diligently. For some of you, it's a relationship, trying to see the other person's point of view or trying to take the more calm approach. Okay? That's what I feel. Like you've either been working on a relationship because you love someone and that's what you do. It's one of those things where you're like, well, I love this person, so I'm going to work on it. You know, I have these feelings, these big feelings, and I'm going to work on them. Or it is you've learned to accept a work situation that you're in. Okay. Because you it's like I'm learning how to like this job or this career that I kind of mediocre like, because if I work hard, it has benefits at the end or it benefits me in some way. Like it helps me pay my bills. Those are the two stories that I'm feeling. Okay. So now you're starting to, as you move into this week, now it's about that resilience that you had about just keep going or just moving forward in something is clashing with your need to be kind of nurtured and cared for. Like it's like you want a supportive, creative, nurturing environment, and like you want that sanctuary in where you work it in your relationship, and you're really thinking about it now. So it goes from I'm just doing it because I should and I'm in love to wait, I'm not feeling 100% happy. Does that mean something? Should I ignore it? Should I just keep pushing forward? To the Hangman in reverse, which goes to I need a new perspective. Okay. I need to stop thinking about this so hard and make some sort of decision about my future. Okay. Yeah. Make some sort of decision about my future and start manifesting what it is that I truly want to feel here. Okay. Let me get some advice for you. Change is approaching, my friend. Change is approaching. As I said before, Leo, that tower comes to change a structure that is not working. I feel like you've been strong. You've put your guard up and you're like, okay, I'm doing this because I'm resilient. But what's happening is emotionally, it's depleting you. Okay. And you're kind of withdrawing in a way that you probably can't see. But I bet you someone who loves you can see it. Okay. So it's time to get away from that energy before it turns into something else. You know, that's what I see this week. So there's a lot more realization for you this week than actual like movements. Okay. All right. So pay attention, my friend. I love you, Leo. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the 25th through 31st. Let's see what we have for you. Okay, Cancer. We have past life guides, beneath the surface, and personal guide. Okay, this is about you learning something in the past. Okay, let me explain. You got some emotions coming up this week, okay? I feel like you need to feel through them. You need to feel through your emotions. I feel like you're immediately going to want to not ignore them, but kind of smooth them over with something. Okay, here's an example. If you're a person that drinks, you're gonna be like, I'm sad, so you're gonna stay drunk. You know what I mean? It's like you kind of don't want to deal with your emotions this week, and they're coming up about something that happened in the past. It's like the bottom stuff. So look at this iceberg. I feel like all of this you've taken care of. So if you were in a breakup, it's like all this, the hurt, the pain, the I don't want to see this person, the stalking them on social media, whatever it is, you thinking you've taken care of that, but all of this is still here. And this is the week where all of this is coming up. Okay, not all of it, but you're starting to get a sneak peek of what hasn't been done. Okay. This is a time to really be connecting with people that you love and that care about you, and meditating and doing things that are fun. It's also a good time for you to learn a lot about yourself as well. You know, it's this hidden stuff that you're learning about. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. I feel like you thought you were over something. You might have actually gotten into something else. This is like almost meeting someone, right? Because I'm getting this vibe. Someone of you has met someone, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm over this person. I'm not even thinking about it. I've moved on from whatever it is. Okay. But I feel like this is a week of you. Let's say, let me start over. You definitely think that you've moved on, started your new life, moved on, however you process it. Now that you kind of have to deal with yourself, I feel like things are coming out now because of that, you know, because you have to be by yourself, or something else in your life is growing, or it's kind of like you've given your emotions a break and now they're coming out. So let's say you were dealing with someone and you suppressed your feelings of sadness, you know, or you were drinking and so you didn't have to feel, and then you stopped drinking and now you're starting to feel again, you know, something like that. So I feel like those old emotions are coming up when you thought that they were gone. Okay. But it's not bad because the sun is here. It's just coming up because it's time for it to come up. Like, it's time for you to deal with it. So this week is really about the long-term rewards of you working on the little bit of stuff you have left, like grieving, separating, healing it, letting it go. Okay. Yeah, friends. I'm telling you, friends, family, people that love you, people that actually make you happy. Okay. Not just your family, okay? But like your particular social circle. You may want to have a little get together. You may want to connect with people, okay? This is energy of a cuddle puddle where you're not trying to work on things. You're not trying to talk things out. This is like, I just want you to sit here and cuddle me for an hour. You know, it's like, I just want to have some pure, unadulterated, supportive fun from people that care about me. That's what this is. Okay. Not like, let's not just get drunk and act stupid. This is like, I just want to sit with you because you bring comfort to my soul. Yeah, that's what that is. So that's what you need. Okay. Let's pull some advice. But this is really about you going through the healing process, like the last bit of a healing process. Yeah, I feel like that you didn't even see this getting ready to come. I'm gonna tell you that, okay? But the more that you started opening up your soul and expanding, the more I feel like this water started to recede, and you could see what was underneath it, okay? And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just that it's like you don't want to deal with it, but it's good that you're starting for the future, okay? Yeah, take it as it comes. I'm going to say take it as it comes. Keep an open mind. It is here to help you usher in a new beginning. Okay. So, yeah, it's actually good, Cancer. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Gemini. Let's see what we have for you. July 25th through 31st. Okay. Thought vibrations. Acceptance, compassion, forgiveness, soul appreciation. Okay. You made a decision to move on from something. I'm going to say that because that's what it feels like. It feels like you've decided to take a new direction in your life. I feel like it's because you want more for yourself, you know? You don't want to have regrets. I feel like you don't want to have regrets, and you want to connect more with authenticity, whether this is people, situations, whatever. Um, you just want to be more authentic to yourself. So this week you are making choices based on that new idea, okay? And this is helpful for you because now you're going to feel a sense of belonging and gratitude for your life in general. It's like you're creating a new beginning for yourself without you even knowing it. It's a shift in your mindset and how you feel about things and what you're accepting into your life, okay? So, yeah, you've definitely come out of your head after being trapped in something. It could be a series of people in your life, a series of relationships, a series of situations, or feeling like there's just a whole bunch of stuff coming at you. Yeah, I feel like you wanted to be happy. You know, it's a search for happiness. You're always searching for emotional fulfillment and happiness with relationships or people that you bring into your life. But you have seen over the time or over in the past, Gemini, that there's something that you need to get rid of. And it's a sort of mindset or maybe a person that has kind of held you trapped. And I feel like you're ready to move on. So you're being true to yourself, true to your needs, and true to what it is that you want. Okay. Now, the thing is, I feel like someone is going to try to apologize to you. And this feels an awful lot like manipulation. Okay. Yeah. They're saying that they've worked on themselves. They may be bringing up the fact that, you know, you have been together for a long time, so why not? But this is about being true to you, okay? Because I feel like someone's trying to work in your compassion to make you make a decision on them, okay? But this is about you moving forward in your own life and taking a new journey. So you're nurturing yourself, even though you're confused because your emotions are kind of there. Because I don't feel like there's something about you and this person. There's an attraction here, or like you have fun together, or maybe you're in the same friend circle. Okay. But I feel like when you take all that out, there is no confusion with this person because they don't nurture you the way you need to be nurtured and you want to be nurtured. Okay. Um, I feel like you're looking for something else. So this is a good time to channel the type of energy that you want to feel, the type of relationship that you want to have, and go towards manifesting that, being true to yourself. Okay. So some advice for you, Gemini. We got a lot of cards coming out here, just FYI. Okay. Yes. Stop giving to things and people that are not giving to you, okay? It's like you're putting a lot of energy and harmony and trying to balance something that's not making you feel nurtured, right? It's not making you feel cared for. There's a sense of needing to release something and stop trying to sacrifice yourself or trying to look at the larger goal. You know, it's like, well, it may be bad now, but in the future it's going to be great. You know, it's your time to stop doing that for yourself because it's actually holding you back. With the sun here, you see the truth. Okay, you see the truth. You want to believe that truth, and you're hanging on because you want to believe that it can be resolved. But the devil is here because it's holding you back. Okay, it's holding you back. That's actually one of the things that you're indulging in. It's sort of like an addiction. Okay, to a certain person probably. All right. All right, Gemini, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Taurus. Let's see what we have for you this week, July 25th through 31st. Okay. First of all, you've picked up a lot of skills. I want you to pat yourself on the back for that. You have picked up a lot of life skills. You've made some changes in your life that you don't know probably right now, but are really good life skills for you moving forward. Okay. You got a really good, I'm not going to say foundation, but you got a really good spiritual center about choosing the things that you do for yourself from now on. Okay. I feel like this is the week when everything is starting to come together for you. So those life skills are helping you expand and have a better vision of the long term for you. It's impacting your bigger picture right now. So you're starting to see the positive effects of the skills that you have put into action. Okay. What the universe wants you to do right now, Taurus, is to focus on the good in your life. Okay. You've done a lot of good things for yourself, for your situation, probably without you even knowing it. And this is the time for you to take that in. Okay. To take in what kind of good decisions you've made, what kind of choices you have made that have bettered your life, and acceptance and gratitude and parting ways with the hard, negative, karmic lessons. Okay, so this is just about paying attention to all the good work that you've done. Beautiful, because you're going to start reaping the benefits from it this week. Okay, yeah. You were a little bit way too trying to be in control or domineering of your life in the past. Okay, and what happened was, I'm not laughing, but it kind of left you powerless without you even knowing it. It's like you were trying to control everything or make everything work instead of kind of allowing, okay? And you weren't seeing, after you gave up that or tried to take a step back, a lot of you have learned to take a step back. Yeah, you have. You were working on it. You're working on it. You're not 100% done with doing that, but you're working on it, okay? I feel like you hadn't up until this week seen how that was really working for you, but this is the week where you really see how that's working for you. Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to see things coming into view for you, and all of the work that you've put in is going to pay off, okay? You end this week with balance. I love this reading for you. I love this reading for you. You end this week with balance. Okay. And the reason why that Two of Pentacles is here is this is going to help you maintain that flow and keep that energy cycle going for you. Okay. Because it's a good one. So you have to pay attention, listen to your intuition, pay attention to your like unconscious sensations. That's what I'll say. Okay. And see what it is that you've left behind and what it is that you've gained. Okay. That's what it is. It's like you're starting to see that heaviness release, and you need to remember this moment so you can keep that energy going. Okay. So let's see what your advice is. Yeah, this is just a reminder that life is not conflict free. Okay. But you're learning like the proper skills when there is some sort of conflict or tension or disagreement. You know how to get through it without getting disheartened. Okay. Or leaning too much into it. This is a good example is, let's say that you and your partner are having an argument or they're mad about something. Let's say they're overly emotional and you're not. And your partner is really overly emotional at the moment. Instead of just being like, well, whatever, they'll get over it and going about your life, okay? You have learned the skills to kind of hone in and sit your partner down and be like, tell me what the issue is. It's like you know how to work that particular situation or communicate with your significant other in a better way. Okay, so that's the energy here. Keep that going is what I'm saying. Okay, Taurus, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 25th through 31st. Let's see what we have for you, Aries. Okay. Interesting little group of cards here. Okay. Let's see. You definitely started releasing time constraints on something, right? So the first thing I'm hearing is like, if somebody's like, oh, I have to get married by the time I'm 30, and you're crunch time trying to date people and figure things out about what you're going to do before you're 30, okay? And you may be pushing off some important aspects that you need when it comes to love relationships, like compatibility, because you just want to hurry up and maybe get married or have a kid at some sort of certain age. So you're feeling like you urgently have to do something, right? But I feel like you're starting to see the deception in that, because it's like you finally get it, because you're like, okay, I finally got somebody that wants to marry me, but something's missing. Like maybe they're not the one, or it's not right, or it's not coming together the way it's supposed to. Okay. So the thing is, I feel like this is teaching you how to do something correctly, like how to choose love correctly, or that love is not on a time constraint. It's something that just comes and you know that it's right, type of thing. So I feel like you're pulling back from this old idea you had of having to do something now, and starting to listen to your emotions and your feelings more about things, and not a sense of I have to do this because this is what the material world is telling me that I need to do. Okay. Also, I see some of you connecting with someone that this is weird, someone that you didn't really connect with, but I feel like you need them on this part of your journey. This is coming up to me. This is probably for someone specific, but it's coming up to me as like, someone that you may have been like, oh, this person is weird. I don't understand them. Why do they always talk about crystals? Like someone that you don't really connect with on that level, or you may think some sort of way about them, but it's like at this point in your life, on your journey, you feel more connected or more intrigued to talk to this person or get to know them more. Okay. And I feel like that's for a reason. For those of you who that resonates with, that person, you want to connect with them for a reason. Okay. It's like you need something of theirs. Not like you're manipulating them, but like maybe you need some sort of message they have to give you, or so they're going to teach you something. Okay. Yeah, that's what I see. I feel like that person helps you connect more right now than you even thought that maybe you even needed. Okay. Okay. So, all right, Aries. Yeah, I do feel like you had a plan at one point about how you were going to do things. It's like you had this mental plan and you were like, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be so focused. Nothing's going to stop me. I got this idea. It's the right thing to do. I'm so passionate about it. I'm so driven. The more that you started getting into this, or the more that you started taking action on the plan, it's like the smarter you got. Okay. The more you started to see either the red flags or the tiny details that you didn't notice before. It's like your eyes are going to be opened up more in a spiritual way, more than you thought about this plan. The more that you're in it, the more you're like, wait, maybe what's going on? It's like this week you stop and look at your life and you go, this isn't going to sustain me. This is not how I want my future to look. I don't think this is the right direction for me. Okay. I feel like you stop. There's this energy in these cards about you stopping for a second and taking a inventory of you needing to take a moment. And when you take this moment, you start to understand, or you start to think more about what will create a safer environment for me, or a comfortable environment for me. So it's less about what it is that I should do, what is the world telling me to do. I need to do this. I need this, right? And it's more about what will make me feel comfortable? What will make me feel happy in the life that I already have? And starting as a jump off point there, instead of I need this, I got to do this, instead of the drive. It's more like instead of bungee jumping, you're going to be floating on a raft in the river. It's almost that kind of transition of energy. Okay. That's what I see you doing, because it's like you want to be more comfortable. You're starting to see the importance of honor, building foundations, legacy, more sturdy, long-term energy, and wanting to feel kind of confident. That's why some of you are going to see, like, someone that seems very confident and content, and you want that. So it's like you're starting to listen or pay attention to that individual or that way of life more. Instead of go, 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 do, need, have. Okay. All right. Let's see some advice. Yes. Yeah, I feel like you've been in a lot of quick energy. And the thing about quick energy is it doesn't give you a chance to be still. And that's why a lot of people like quick energy, because they don't want to think about what's going on. They don't want to see what's going on. This is like people who are going through grieving periods, right? They go through these grieving periods and they do things like overdrink. They get way too like promiscuous. They go out all the time, or they do things to hide what it is they need to deal with. And it's almost like that's what was happening here. Like you were doing way too much instead of looking at what needed to be dealt with. Okay. And now when you start to slow down or see that that wasn't making you happy or that wasn't giving you what you wanted, then you started to see that. Okay. And once that comes into your view, you can't really ignore it. It's like it's in your face. And now you have to work on it. The advice here is to work on it. Okay. It's really, they're telling me like it's going to give you a hidden talent that you didn't know you had. It's like you're going to see strength and resilience in places you didn't even know that you had, or that you didn't even know you needed it. But it makes you almost like an expert at your life, and what you need to do for you if you hone into this. Okay. So I love you, Aries, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.